Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Barnagatti, and welcome back, folks, one and all, to Jigsaw Puzzles again. So, I want to reflect back on something here, because I was just got through talking, but I had to end it because these things take a long time, at least for this Jigsaw puzzle game. The thing I want to talk about mainly is that when it comes to meet and greets, like me and Jason David Frank, he doesn't know me. And, it's like, I was thinking about it, but then it's like, why would I want to put it on him for him to just pay for me to go back or whatever, give me a job? It's kind of like when this one dude went and, quit his job, is to go get a job from Logan Paul. And, yeah, that just didn't work out too well. Logan Paul was not biting. I mean, he was like, no, man, I'm glad you quit your job and everything, but he was like, no, I'm not gonna take you in. Sorry, man. I mean, seriously. So you talk about meet and greets and people. Yeah, it's not all that in a bag of chips, honestly. I mean, you can try and do what you want, except, well, almost anything you want. There are certain, obviously, degrees that you cannot do, but other than that, it's more of a, well, maybe I shouldn't bother. That's because you probably shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, because it wouldn't be fair to other people to constantly feed everybody. Because, I don't know, maybe celebrities could easily enough, as much of what they're getting paid, they could easily enough pay for a trip for everybody that's a fan, but, it depends on how many fans there are, as well. So that is another thing that people just don't simply understand. They're all like, well, yeah, but you can do this, right? And you can do that. No, I cannot. It cannot be done. So in the meantime, you make a mistake of just doing whatever you want to do, and it's not really so much of a mistake as it depends on where you're going in life. And then, and people always got to leave it up to other people, like, so he's got so much money, maybe I should go over there and see if he'll hire me. Well, chances are probably not, maybe so, but you don't know. But either way, I wouldn't highly recommend it. I mean, how did you even know where to find this guy? I mean, seriously, guy says he's all by himself, he has no friends. I mean, really, dude? You talk about your meet and greets, and then you got even celebrities that are really jerks. And, real jerks, and they just don't want anything to do with other people. And they're like, I don't know, man. I got enough crew as it is, so why would I want to take you on? Why should I hire you? Well, the thing is that, meet and greets are all something that people like doing, and I understand that, but not everyone can afford to go. Hell, you want to talk about meet and greets, like them Comic Cons. I wished I could have gone, but I couldn't. I couldn't even do what I wanted to do, which was dress up and go over there. I mean, it's not for Halloween or anything special like that. No. Hell no. But, not that I have anything against Halloween or itself. It's just, honestly, that's the sad thing about people. They seem to think they understand everything, and they don't. They understand, or seem to think they understand how the world works when they don't. Like, you think you can just drop by and quit your job. Well, you can't do that. As I'm going to tell you right now, I'm glad you're thinking about stuff, but don't do that, alright? That's just my personal advice to anyone trying to make it out in the world, because honestly, dude, I'm as old as freaking pie. I'm like, because I've been around a really long time. Maybe I'm not as old as like 80 years old or anything like that. Because yeah, I was an 80s and 90s kid. Like, I wasn't born in the 90s, but I was born in the 80s. More specifically, 1983, if you want to get technical. And yeah, I was late on a lot of things when I was, a kid and everything, because I didn't have, and by the time the games were getting developed and everything, things weren't exactly as they were, and I didn't have everything. I come from a very poor family, and yes, I've been poor, but what I've never been without is an income. That doesn't mean I was completely, I'm still poor, but the thing is I wasn't homeless, living on the streets, and the government just give up on you and stop giving you money because you're living out on the street. Well, and then they say, well, it wouldn't be fair for us to keep feeding you and you just live out on the street. And then people, I can see that. No, I don't see how that would be fair. I think it's ridiculous. The amount of stuff you had to put up with. Like, okay, especially with the housing market and stuff like that. I mean, really, dude, honestly, no. I have to say something about it. Like, yeah, no, you shouldn't do that. Because if you did do that, it would be crazy. And a lot of people just don't seem to understand that. You go through life, everybody goes through their own things in life, and then they get like, oh, I'm so pissed. Like, there was this dude that didn't even live in Colorado, and it affected the entire town. I just heard about it today. I don't know if it happened today specifically, but I know that it happened. This guy put a BOMB threat to the bank because he got kicked out of all the stores. What a dumbass. And seriously, people that are like that, man, I don't care who the hell you think you are. It's not funny. You don't do that just because you got kicked out. It's not fair to people living in the town, man. What about the people in the town? Don't you ever think about them? No. Why would I care about them? What about me? I came like 70 freaking miles, Okay, that's not a way to live, dude. That is just not a way to live. And if you think it is, you are highly, highly, sadly mistaken. I'm not going to do that. Nope. And I'll tell you, it's not cool. I mean, he was causing some stuff because he was hungry and he just, had to do some stuff. So, I hope everybody up there is not going to be affected, including the families. I mean, I feel bad for families, and at the same time, I don't. And the reason for that is because of financial. I think it's wrong that just because if you're like a single, and even if you're not actually a parent, or a father, or if you were, and you're not quite, or you're just a single person in general, and you don't get higher than that, Yeah, I don't care. Can we, like, not do this? No, I don't want to do this. Come on, game. Anyway. So, basically, I gotta say that, you know, it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Come on, game. Let me get out of this. I don't want the ugly app. How do I get out of this damn thing? I don't want it. I don't want it. Please stop. Damn it. Please stop. Please go away. I said no, I don't want to do this. Fine. Fucking asshole. Make me go through that crap again. So, anyway, I'll see you all in another episode. Until then...